We need to talk about the 180-degree rule. Now you have to imagine that anytime you frame up a shot, in this case, the orientation of the subject is on the right of the frame and she's looking to the left of the frame. This creates an imaginary line of the orientation of the camera and the subject. If we move the camera and break that line going onto the other side of the subject, now that flips the orientation of the entire framing. It went from the subject on the right of the frame looking to the left to now the subject on the left of the frame looking to the right. So this is the premise of the 180-degree rule, that anytime you frame a shot, you're creating a line that has to do with the orientation of the camera and the subject. When you move the camera physically, let's say that you're shooting a wide shot and you have a certain orientation set up, and then you move in for a close-up, but you break that line and go on the other side of that imaginary line, you're flipping the orientation of the framing. You're going from looking left to right, and then suddenly the subject is looking right to left. This isn't just for people, this is for objects, let's say a house, a doorway, any kind of a tree, any kind of outdoor environment, any situation. There's always gonna be this 180-degree rule that once you have those shots that you filmed and you bring that into post-production, when you're trying to cut wide shots with mediums and close-ups, suddenly there's a flip of orientation where everyone's looking left and then suddenly everyone's looking right. Keep this in mind when framing up your shots. It's incredibly important not to break this rule. Why is this? Because it distracts the audience, right? If suddenly I'm talking, I'm facing this way, and then suddenly I'm talking and facing this way, and then suddenly I'm talking and facing this way, it throws out the audience and it confuses them and creates a not desired effect for the audience. We always want to keep the audience comfortable and engaged in our films.